Hey, welcome back, Melissa Hager TV. It's been a minute. Hello, everybody. How are you? And what a way to come back. What a way to come back into YouTube land, because I am with the one, the only, Mr. Waylon Hanel.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Very good. How are you, Melissa?
You haven't been here in a while.
No, I know.
So much has happened, and I just begged and begged. I was like, please let him come into the studio, please. You know, your management's kind of tough to get through.
A little bit. If anybody knows my manager. Big shout out to her, by the way.
She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Waylon.
Yes.
Holy cow, you've had so much happen. So many things have been going on.
Yeah, it's been a good summer so far,
Mm-hmm.
and even over this last winter.
Yeah, I got to see you open up for Trace Adkins. That was freaking cool, amongst a whole bunch of other awesome people. You've been hanging out with Nelly.
No, not Nelly. Not Nelly. No, that was a close one, though. Ken Shelton, I'm sorry, but...
I had to say it that was for effect.
Yes.
No, but you're really going places really fast.
Yeah.
What is the secret?
I have no idea.
I think it's because you're awesome and you're nice.
Maybe it's my voice.
Maybe. Well, that would be the awesome part
Yeah.
right there. That would be.
No, man, it's just, I guess one of my biggest secrets, and you guys probably know if you're in the entertainment business or comedy business, just performing, you know, in that general atmosphere. And I was just talking to you about this in the parking lot before we came in, just being nice to people, you know, trying to make the best connections, staying away from people who, you know, might try to take advantage of you, you know, and it goes back to that old saying, trust your gut.
Yes.
And you can really feel that when you talk to people.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I like you so much.
Oh,
you
thanks.
know, it was...
And you've probably, you don't have to say any names, but I'm sure you've experienced that a lot already.
Oh,
People trying to, like, it's what's in it for them.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. You know, and it's crazy to think that people would be like that.
Yeah.
You know, and you want to be, like I said, you could be nice to everybody. You do. You be nice to everybody, but at the end of the day, you have to look back and go, okay, were they lying to me?
Right.
Were they just pulling my leg? You know what I mean? And it's really hard to gauge people when you're in an environment of having fun.
Yeah.
You know, you always have a smile in the back.
Yeah.
Usually you're yelling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like trying to get stuff done.
It's like an inside scream. You're like,
Oh,
ah!
exactly.
Yeah.
But no, just being nice to people, making good connections, surrounding yourself with great people, and I think I've done that so far.
You have a great team and a great crew, and your super fans, let's call them your super fans.
Oh, yeah.
They are outstanding people.
Oh yeah.
And they're always there with a smile on, ready to tap their foot, ready to sing along. That's got to feel so good.
It does. It does. It really feels good. It's crazy. I can't even count on both hands, or I can count on both hands. Sorry, how many super fans I do have.
Yeah.
And they're all great people. You know, and I remember every single one of their names.
Yeah, that's good for you that you're a step ahead.
I'm trying.
That's a hard thing.
It is. You know, I do feel bad when I'm at a show and people come up to me and they go, "Hey, man, I saw you over in Kingston. Do you remember me?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Of course.
man."
Yo, dude.
The people I don't know, they're either guy, man, or dude.
Yeah,
Like,
there you go.
You know?
There you go. No, that is a hard part. For people that don't perform, I don't think they always realize how many faces we see.
Exactly.
Even in just a weekend, you know, so that part is hard. And I've like made it a mission to try to make rhymes like with people's names, but it's still, just last week, I was talking to this girl and I swore I knew exactly who I was talking to. And she messaged me on Facebook how great it was to see me. Totally not who I thought I was talking to.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
I was like, oh, great. Good job, Melissa. You jerk. God,
Well, and you're the comedian, so maybe it came off funny to her. You know?
Well, I didn't tell her.
Man, she's a hoot,
I didn't tell her. I was like, yeah, great to see you too. Whoops.
And you're going,
Darn it.
That's who I thought it was.
Yeah, no kidding. So let's talk about pre-show, because I just experienced this and I thought of you. So we just did a little festival together. Well, not little. It ended up being their biggest Thursday night in 7 years, I think they told me. Like, we killed it.
Oh, dude.
It was awesome.
Hey, give me some on that. give me some skin.
That was awesome.
It was a good show. And, playing in your hometown of Millington, all the good faces, people coming up, supporting you, drinking beer, man.
Yeah.
It was cool. That was a good show.
It was cool. So do you get nervous going back to your hometown?
To be honest, I don't get nervous. Maybe it's a little bit more of an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
But once I'm on stage, that all goes away because I'm in my work zone. I'm comfortable. But I will say it was kind of nerve-wracking to see all my people that I went to high school with and all that stuff, and they're right up front looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were older than me. You're way older than me.
I know.
But everybody had just had a good time, and I had a great time.
They did. They did. So I was wondering what your like pre-show head noise looks like, and then especially in our hometown, it's like I went to school a whole different time than you did, and even some of the people that I saw, I was like, oh man, wow, okay. Did they see my boobs in a cornfield one time? I was nervous. I was scared because them things just got out sometimes in high school. Like, I don't know. I didn't mean to.
Wait, what? It's like the cows, man.
I know. Somebody left the barn door open. But yeah, so that's like always nerve-wracking for me when I'm back home. But you just went up there and took it away. It was amazing. It was so cool. And your stage performance part has gotten like top notch. You are so engaging.
Oh yeah.
And like, have you like taken classes?
No, no.
Is it just a learned thing the more you're performing?
I guess it just comes with age. I'm old as hell now.
21 years old. What an old man.
Well, that's why I got this beer.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
I know.
sipping on
Cheers.
it.
Proud of you.
Cheers.
Last time I had you in here, we had to sneak outside and drink secretly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. And the Frankenmuth Credit Union has been a huge supporter of yours.
Yes, they have.
They are backing you 100%. Anything you need. They helped us make these fun shirts.
Oh yeah.
Which we had just for the Millington show, which we have a few left. So I will put a link down in the description if you want to get one. We will, while supplies last, you can get one. Or Benny's Beer Hall in Millington. They also have them.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna have
Benny,
to stop up there.
yeah, Benny's got them up there. So grab one of these cool shirts.
I do. I think I already have one. I might need another one, though.
You might need
I might
that
need
is from your birthday. That is from your 21st birthday.
Oh, yeah. So this picture that me and Melissa just took, it was at the Backdoor Lounge in Columbiaville. And I was playing, and I actually stepped outside to have a cigarette. And,
Naughty.
Yeah. And Melissa, she came out there saying, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, while we're out here, didn't you want to take a picture?" And the gate that they used to close the door, that right there just looked like prison bars.
It looked like jail.
It was awesome. So we decided to do that, and it actually turned out really good.
It was fun.
The details awesome on that.
I thought it was more fun as a cartoon. Like, we would never actually go to jail, right?
I don't know. Well, hey, after a couple of these, I don't know.
No kidding. No kidding. That's the crazy thing about performing, too. Now that you're 21, I'm sure you've only noticed it now that you're 21. Like the bars and the festivals and the places you play, they just offer you so much.
Yes, they do.
It's easy to get carried away.
Yes, it is. And I do have a pretty good reading on myself. I don't like to drink at a show. Everybody knows I do. But it's only one.
Yeah.
Maybe two.
So what's your turnover point? What is the thing that you do at a show while you're performing and you realized, okay, I drank too much tonight?
That show right there, I've done it. There was a bar one time. There was a bar that I played at, or I used to play at. It was Chet's.
Oh, okay.
It was Chet's up in Bay City, Michigan. And I played there quite a few times, and the owner, he always liked me, and he'd say, "What are you drinking, Waylon?" I said, "Give me a whiskey," because I can't drink beer when I play. If I belt out, turn the page there, and I belt out a burp. I've done it before. Just drinking Coca-Cola, But I got a little too turnt.
Yeah.
At one of those shows, and I've just made a fool of myself, but everybody else was drunk, so
right.
I was the sober one.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that was a fun night, and I couldn't believe that you were only turning 21. I was like, come on, dude, really?
It was a lot of fun. Hey, and I love your stand, by the way.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Light.
This is cool,
That's from my sponsor, True Value. That used to be, believe it or not, this is my original spotlight. When I started comedy, I didn't have nothing. And I happened to be at True Value talking about doing comedy, and he said, "How can I help?" And I said, "I need to light up the stage, and I don't know what to do." Mm-hmm. And this is a road light that construction workers use. But the funny thing is my comedians would go nuts because it's so blinding. Mm-hmm. When you get off stage, you see circles for like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So it was not long after I got a real spotlight because nobody could stand it.
People's faces are like a silhouette.
Yep.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So that was fun doing the gig with you in Millington because we had like the fun music lights on the side. Yeah. And even though for me, I was like, oh, what's going on? I didn't know which way to look, but it was still.
Big shout out to DJ Dave out of Montrose, Michigan. I believe he's out of Montrose.
Yes. He works at the Montrose Pub.
Yes, he
does.
Yeah, great sound at that show, man. I was really impressed with your stuff. And another shout out to him for the Oakley Tractor Festival.
Oh, yeah, you just did that.
I played there this Friday with Miss Kaylin Pace. Great artist, great songwriter. Yeah, dude, Dave, we killed that show, dude. It was awesome. Great sound. It was loud.
Yes.
Randy, the guy who runs it out there, shout out to him as well. I like that word, shout out.
Shout out. Shout out, yo.
But it was a great show and great people out there. There's nothing better than live music, drinking beer, and tractor pulls at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right?
It's awesome.
That's Michigan through and through.
Oh, yeah. And it didn't rain.
No. Oh, that's cool.
Dude, every single year that they have that, one day, downpours.
And then it's muddy. So the day before I played Thursday, they were getting everything ready, and people were bringing their campers in because it starts Friday. Yeah.
It downpoured trying to get your camper set up.
Ugh.
There's puddles of water, but it started drying up towards the end of the night, and just great all around show.
Oh, that's
great
cool.
show.
So when you started, you were a one man show too, with carrying your speaker around and hooking everything up and doing and so now you have like a sound guy like Dave. Isn't that such a relief?
It is. For those bigger shows, I'm gonna start outsourcing to a sound dude. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just that bigger, better sound. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm sure you understand. Mm-hmm. If you do your little clubs, it's different. Mm-hmm. You can plug your stuff in and you can have your dinner crowd. Mm-hmm. But if you're at a show like that, especially at Oakley, when you have tractors going on with souped up motors, you need some big sound.
Well,
and
let's just be clear. Waylon, let's just be clear. It's not that far into the future that we're not going to see you at a dinner crowd. And I mean, do you think Trace Adkins shows up to the local big boy to play? Like, that's not that you're right there. That's not even going to be a thing. So people that get to see you right now in a crowd of a couple hundred are so lucky to have that opportunity because
it's kind of cool.
It's awesome.
You know, and when I get free time, which is not too often, but if I get free time and I can go see somebody that I know perform, I love doing that stuff because it's weird to be on the other side of it. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm usually backstage. I'm not alone, but I have a few people by me, and, you know, we're getting ready for the show. We go out there, blah, blah, blah. After the show, all hell breaks loose because I have so many people that want to take pictures, and that's not bad. I love it.
No, it's very fun.
I love it.
It gets chaotic.
It does at
but
times.
it's very flattering.
It is. It's awesome. But it's weird to be on the other side where you have to wait in the beer line for half an hour, and then you have to pay $12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Right.
But I still enjoy it.
Yeah, that's good.
Me, the girlfriend, her friend Haley Crump, and her boyfriend Seth, Haley's boyfriend Seth. We just went to the Bailey Zimmerman concert at Tailgate and Tall Boys over there in Midland.
Nice.
And we saw Bailey Zimmerman, and it was just crazy to be on the other side of the stage. Just watching that show. Because when they got off, I could see him walking back to the bus, and we could hear him yelling. I'm like, dude, that's usually where I'm at.
Yeah, I know.
You
You're
know
like,
what I mean?
I'm in the general audience.
Exactly. I have to fight some people to get to my truck in the parking lot. Yeah. But, you know, I still enjoy that stuff.
Right. It's still fun. And it's good reminders, too, of, I think, because we do that stuff, we forget what people go through to see us.
Oh, exactly.
We forget how long they stood in line to get a beer to sit and listen to us, So
it kind of humbles you a little bit.
It does. It is. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. You have another big show coming up at the Bertrand Speedway with Jody.
Oh, yeah, with Jody Messina.
Yes.
This will be the second time I've opened for her.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's going to be such a good show. Shout out to Ken Shelton for putting me on that show. Mm-hmm. Thank you. He's put me on a lot of good shows.
Yes. He knows music.
He does. Mm-hmm. And he told me, I know talent when I see it. And I said, well, is that why you hired Jody? He goes, no, that's why I hired you. I go, oh, cool.
Such a dude.
It was cool. But
yeah.
Anyway, did I ever tell you the story about the first time I opened for Joe?
No.
Or Jody? So it was at it was down in Jackson. I forgot the name of the theater. It might come to me. But we were down in Jackson, and it was supposed to be a blizzard. It was supposed to be a snowstorm.
Oof.
So we get down there early, probably 3 hours before the show. We met the guy who's been promoting it, putting it on, and we just got done setting up the merch table. Me, my dad, and Brett and Alicia McLean.
Okay.
They were there with us. So we just got done setting up the table, and I look up, and I saw Jody skirt out the back door. No security, no nothing. She had a big white fuzzy coat on.
Oh, wow.
And I go, that's Jody. She's only this tall. It's hilarious.
She's that short?
Oh, she's really short.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I went, there ain't no way. So she skirted through there, and Brett, it was actually his idea. He goes, hey, sneak out there, get a picture with her, and then we'll leave her.
Yeah.
We'll just leave her alone. Yeah. I'm like, that's a good idea. So they were cleaning some... Oh, excuse me. They were cleaning some stuff up.
See, that's why we don't drink and perform.
Exactly. That's why we do it backstage, man.
I always say a burp and a fart in a microphone is kind of funny, but nobody wants to really hear it.
It's funny in the comedy standpoint. If I'm singing Turn the Page and I go, bleh, you know what I mean?
Right,
It's just crazy. But anyway, so I go out the back doors and I swing them both open. And we're downtown, so the theater is, a few stories high.
Yeah.
There's a bank that's right next to us. We're surrounded by buildings, and it's just one little parking lot with an alley to come in and out.
Oh, okay.
And so you're surrounded by buildings, and she's in the middle of this parking lot. I'm not kidding. She's in the middle of the parking lot with her hands out, with her head up, just like this, and she's just twirling around in circles. And I just watched her for I know I sound weird saying this.
No.
I just watched her for 30 seconds. I'm like, what the hell is she doing? It's just weird. And I said, and I called her Miss Messina. I said, Miss Messina, are you okay? She goes, it's snowing outside.
Aww.
I said, yeah. Did you not see the weather forecast? It's supposed to be a blizzard. And she goes, come over here. She knew that I was opening for her. She didn't know what I looked like.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So technically, I was a stranger at that point, but I came from the building. And she said, come out here. So she had me put my arm around her. We're dancing in the snow.
Aww.
And she was a bundle of joy. It was awesome. And then I looked down, because like I said, she's only that tall. And I said, I just want to let you know my name's Waylon Hanel. I'm going to be opening for you. She goes, oh, very nice to meet you. She got real professional real fast. I said, don't worry about that now.
Yeah.
So anyway, my dad came out and we were talking to her and all that stuff. And anyway, this is the funniest part. She had me hold her hand and we walked around the corner and her tour bus was over there.
Okay.
So we were walking towards the tour bus. It was around the other corner. And her manager came up and I can't remember her manager's name. Anyway, she comes up. She's like, Jody, where have you been? I've been looking for you for an hour.
Oh, no.
And she goes, I was talking to Waylon. We were in the back. We were dancing in the snow. And she goes, I don't care. You need to get on stage. You need to get your stuff ready. She goes, oh, don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Aww.
And it was just, it's funny because that's how I take things, not too hard, but that was a spitting image of my manager. Looking for me before the show. But it was just so cool that she took the time to talk to me, get to know me, and talk to my friends and family. It was cool. So I'm excited to see her again.
That is cool. That's wow. How fun.
Oh, yeah.
So the thing is they say, never meet your idols because they'll always disappoint you. What I've learned about entertainers is there's some that you meet that surprise you.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, wow, how exciting. And, I'm sure there's jerks and assholes out there. Like, we've all met them. But they're kind of a fleeting thought,
Yes.
But it's stories like, you'll always have that story.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
I've been very lucky and very honored to open up for the people that I've opened up for, and being able to meet most of them. Not all of them, but meet most of them. By far, Jody and Trace Adkins are my top two. They're just, it was crazy. So I played, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Flushing, but there's a bar out there, the bowling alley, called Jack's Place. And I played there quite a few times. I'm actually going to be playing there coming up, I think. Okay. Maybe next year. Okay. Anyway, in the winter times, excuse me. So a friend of mine, her husband was working down in Nashville, Tennessee, and he was having dinner somewhere, and Trace happened to walk in there.
Oh, come on.
I'm not joking. So he walked in there, and it was a small place, so not a lot of people. They didn't make a lot of noise about it. So a few people came up, wanted to shake his hand and get a picture. That's fine. And Trace was about to leave. Well, the friend's husband walked up to him and said, "Hey, I'd like to get my picture with you. I love your music. Do you remember a young man named Waylon Hanel?" "Oh, yeah, I remember Waylon. He opened for me at Capitol Theater in Michigan." He remembered where and when.
Wow.
It was crazy. And she told me that when I took a break.
Aww.
I said, "Dude, there ain't no way."
That is so cool.
She goes, "Well, yeah, I wouldn't be telling you if it wasn't true." I'm like, dude, Dang. This is so cool.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, Trace, if you ever watch this.
Oh, I'm sure he's watching right now, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. He's going, "Man, they're making a fool of themselves." It was crazy, man. Trace is a bad dude.
That's
He's
cool.
Awesome.
And that was quite a show, too. I had never been to one of his concerts. I went to the Capitol Theater one, and that was a heck of a show.
Oh, yeah. For 60 years old, dude.
Uh-huh.
He can
and then
sing.
He's way taller than I thought he was.
Oh, dude.
Talk about the height differences in our performers.
Yep. When I shook his hand, mine disappeared.
I bet.
It did.
I bet.
I'm like, woo. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because we were at that show before I opened or anything got started. The manager that runs the Capitol Theater, his name's Chris, and he goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing for like a supper?" And I said, "Well, I actually want to go down to the original Halo Burger down in Flint." He goes, "Screw that. Come backstage and we'll have a catered dinner for you."
Nice.
Like, "Oh, dude, cool." So me, Mom, and Dad, we went down there, and they had masticholi salad, all good stuff. And so we're sitting there eating. The back door swings right open. And this hot blonde chick walked out, this little chihuahua. This little dog was, and she was coming out. And then this long, lanky, long-haired dude, he came out. And I'm like, dude, I know that's Trace. But I didn't want to look at him. I didn't want to make him feel overwhelmed. And it was all concrete in there. So it kind of echoed. And when he talked, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. It was so loud. It overpowered everything. Yeah. So he ate. And that dog kept coming up to him. I was feeding it noodles.
You were?
Oh, yeah. So if it pooped on the tour bus.
It was not.
It probably had diarrhea. It probably did. I fed it a lot of masticholi. But anyway, it kept coming up to me. Anyway, and Trace.
There's a hot blonde cussing you out right now.
Oh, yeah. What? I spent thousands of dollars cleaning that carpet. But anyway, Trace, he kept moaning and groaning, and he was grabbing his shoulder, like twisting. He's like, "Oh, my God, this is sore." And she looked over and said, "Damn it, Trace, I told you not to split all that wood before we left." He goes, "Well, I had to get it done.
Oh, my gosh.
We're having family come over for that day." But right there, and I didn't even talk to him yet, but right there I knew, yep, he's normal.
Yeah, real guy.
Yep, because that's what we just did last week. Me and Dad, know. And then, so he ended up eating, took an hour. He comes up, and he comes right up to me because I was talking to Dad. He goes, "My name's Trace Adkins. Nice to meet you, Waylon." And he called me by my name. I'm like, "Nice to meet you, too."
You're like shaking.
Yeah, just caught me right off guard.
Wow.
He goes, "I'd love to get a picture with you and talk for a minute." Like, yeah, let's do it. So we got a picture with him, and he's in his pajamas, by the way.
Yeah.
He just woke up from a nap.
Oh, wow.
Because they've been on the road all
Yeah,
day.
they travel.
So, and we talked to him, and it was cool. We didn't even talk about music. We just talked about other things.
Oh, that's cool.
Like what do you like to do? How old are you? Stuff like that. It was really cool that he took just 5 minutes to talk to me. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So
you wonder.
Trace is always going to hold a place.
Yeah.
In my
So
heart.
you wonder who is the person in his life that did that for him, or who snubbed him as a young performer, and he said, "I'll never do that to new guys, ever, ever, ever. I will always." You know what I mean? You always wonder, like, what is the story behind that? Because there's got to be one. There has to be, because it's so cool when they go out of their way to chit chat with you.
Well, but like that, 2 years later, or 1 year, is it 2 or 1? Oh my God, it's 1. 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year. Because I opened for him when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
I always will remember that. Every detail. Just like Jody. I remember every detail. I remember what time it was, how cold it was.
And to know that they really want you to go out there and just kick some ass. Like truly, like it would make their day to find out, like, hey, remember that kid, that 20-year-old kid that opened and you just topping the charts and killing it and all of touring the world. That would make their day.
It was cool, man. And I try to tell the story as much as I can because some people, they, like you said, you don't know who is the mean guy and the nice guy.
Right.
Your idol.
Right.
And I try to tell this story a bunch because I've been there. And it was crazy.
Oh, that's cool. So this is a really probably unlikely topic you didn't think we would talk about, but I know you got a wonderful girlfriend. Yeah. She's amazing. I see her at shows all the time. And people love her. Everybody loves her. She's so beautiful. I don't know how you snagged her. I know where
you're going with this.
But I got to know about the hair.
My hair?
Yeah. Is this become a thing now? Is this going to be your look? Is this
probably?
Yeah.
I mean, I've always had long hair.
Right.
I mean, when I was in grade school, I had short hair, but in high school, I always had long hair. It was down to here at one point. To my shoulders. Oh yeah. But I got hair like Richard Pryor, dude. It just goes. It just afros out.
But like. For women, especially when you see, look at all that hair. Look at all that hair. Take your hat off.
Oh, God.
See? That's crazy.
Can you guys see it now?
But here's the thing, though. What are you going to do when it starts falling out?
My hair?
Yeah.
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, man. I have no idea. As long as I have hair, I'm gonna have long hair.
Most women see a guy with a hat on and we're like, what's he hiding under there? Oh. What's happening?
Yep.
And you have so much hair. And do you know how many women, I can sound as creepy as I want right now because this is my channel. Do you know how many women probably watch your show and are like, before you get sweaty, they're probably like, God, I would just like to feel that hair. I wonder how thick that hair is.
How many times they've touched my hair?
See?
I'm
not it a
joking.
thing? It's a thing.
People have come up to me, and mostly,
I knew it.
I am going to be honest. Most of the women are the ages 46 to 48.
Yeah.
Like right there, the sweet spot. And
we're weirdos.
Oh my God. And they'll come up, oh, my God, you're so good, thank you. I said, yeah, do you like a picture? No, I just want to feel your hair. I'm not joking. It happens more than you think.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
And I'm like, sure. And they come up, oh my God. It's like they're cradling it. It's so weird.
That's a thing. That's a weird girl fetish thing about feeling hair, especially thick hair, And I bet you they probably have, like, receding hairline husbands, and they're like, let me see, is this real? Is this real?
I actually have been asked, is that a wig? I'm like,
no, it's real.
I don't think I can.
It's so
wear
funny.
a wig.
I can tell this is so alien to you. You're like, what, is this a thing?
Yeah,
I've wanted to ask you for so long. I thought, I'm just gonna wait and put him on the spot.
As soon as you said it, I went. I actually didn't know where you're going.
Yeah,
with it.
Where did you think we were going? Let's go there.
Okay, so I thought that you were going to say, how does the girlfriend deal with other women?
Yeah,
coming up
100% was totally on the list. Let's go there.
Okay.
How's that?
We're there now.
Yeah, we're there. We're talking about you.
She does very well.
Yeah.
Her name is Nikki, for those of you who don't know. And we've been together. It'll be 5 years in October.
That is so good. He's 21, you guys. That's so cool. That's awesome.
So we were high school sweethearts, dating. And I don't know when we're getting married.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
I'm ordained. I'm just saying.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Although based on your 21st birthday roast and the things I said about Nikki, I don't think she would allow that for her special day. I don't.
My God.
But I'm just saying, if there's like a bachelorette party you want me to be at, I could do that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, you'll be the first one I'll call. I'll call you right off the bat.
Poor Nikki.
But no, she does really good with it.
And she is so enthusiastic about where you're going and what you have happening and so supportive. I think it is very inspiring, but I know you must get the messages or the people that sneak into your DMs, or which you probably don't watch any of that, do you?
I mean, I get a little bit of it.
Okay.
I get a little bit of it. The manager really takes care of that kind of stuff. She sweeps it under the rug for me.
Yeah.
But Nikki does a great job with it. And I couldn't ask for a better partner. I couldn't.
That's awesome.
I couldn't.
So obviously she's secure in herself and what she brings to the table.
Yes, and she's going to be. She's going to school to be a counselor.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Oh gosh, can I be first?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Performance counseling is that?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He would say that. Oh, you have no idea. I do.
Oh my God. But yeah, she's gonna. I think she. If the information lines up, I think she's going to be graduating in the summer.
Oh, nice. Yep. Good for her.
Yep. And
that's a lot of work.
Oh, it is. She got 4 years done in 3.
Oh, wow.
So she took that extra class or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's getting it done, and she's going to be an ass kicker, man. It's going to be awesome.
That is cool. Oh, good for you, dude. I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you. Like I said, with your family unit and the way that you guys support each other to make the brand Waylon Hanel is inspiring to a lot of people. And, you know, some people know, some people don't know. There is a very tragic backstory inside of your family. Can we talk about that?
Sure.